Well, howdy, folks. I hope you're all doing well out there in the YouTube's land. And thank you so much for joining me on this episode of Bayou Gold Guy. I am Bayou Gold Guy. And we are here on a beautiful spring day down on the bayou in the mid 80s. A little breeze coming through. I got the pup out here. I got my cat's out here. He's been healing up nicely from his little wound on his back. So it's a good day on the bayou. We are coming off our weekend first time live chat, live stream, and auction. And thank you so much to everyone who participated in that. We had some people at the main bottle actually went to the 420 bottle went to Alan Curry, and it was pretty much a tie on the bidding on that. So I did a second one for the co-winner, which was S3ep, and thank you. So we've got Mr. Curry over there in Liverpool, and S3ep here up north. I think he's Washington. Washington or Oregon. There's some of you guys I lose track. But at any rate, thank you so much, as well as S3ep also was one of the winners on the giveaway for the small 420 bottles out of the Crown Royal. And same thing, Chris W. He picked up one of the won an auction bid on that, and also won the one of the small bottles. So two guys and it was a guess the number. So I mean, it was totally random as far as definitely the second number. The first number was 42 you had to pick. So because if you guys know me, it was going to be something, it was 79 for gold, or the day, the year. Sometimes I'll have something that's related, if you thought about it, what, prime numbers that might be coming up. And then sometimes it's just totally random. And a lot of times, the totally random ones are I get repeat winners on it. Like I said, Package Total, Mr. Minix, Chris W. have all won multiple times on the channel over the years here. And again, on not those things where it runs through and picks the name for you on the YouTube. That gets squirrely for sure. But no, this is me throwing a number out there that is between 1 and 100, and the same person winning repeatedly. So I've always said it before I had a channel, and I'd watch other people's channel. I know there were periods where like I remember seeing Miss Mandy's Candy winning repeatedly, and same thing with Julie. Seemed like she was always winning on channels before I even had my channel, and whenever she was just Julie, and and Mandy was just Mandy before they had their channels. Yeah, so that was very cool. Having the first live giveaway where I didn't have to just draw the number, pick it up, and then tell you guys who won. Thank you so much to John R. Prospecting for being on there with me. He was the moderator. Next time, it's something I could see doing maybe a couple of times a year if I had something that was cool, or put together something for a specialty thing or something. Like I said, it was a lot of fun to do, and it's cool to have people that are wanting to get the stuff and are willing to bid against that. I've just never been part of anything like that, so I can thank y'all so much. But we're going to work on some of the refining it, get a little better at the countdowns. Basically, that's why I did 2 bottles, because John and I were counting it down verbally instead of typing it in. So with that lag, it wasn't really fair to be able to close out for those last second bids. That's part of the whole thing on bidding, if you can get your bid in the last thing. And so there's my boy. And so things like that. And I had the vertical picture instead of the horizontal, and I kept John up. I really should have just had him on audio, and not even had his picture up after we got started. But again, every time I was trying to set it up, I would either lose wipe the screen off, or have to start over. It was we spent an hour trying to get set up on the thing. And so I've always, the one time I did it was out on the parade trail. And I just set it up, and it ran just like this is, horizontal. And I'm standing out there talking to it, and it was fine. But in there trying to do it and have this for the, and it started exactly 420. On 420 on Saturday, April 4th, April 20th. So it was 420. Again, if y'all have watched my channel, I like those symmetry and numbers. And I've won a couple of giveaways guessing the 0.123 or 456 or whatever on the grams, sequential numbers. So although I'm not a numerologist, don't get me wrong, but I think there are certain like I said, certain karmas, certain things in the ether. We call it spooky behavior at a distance, quantum entanglement, whatever term you would like to use. That might somehow indicate this kind of thing that goes on, but some people just call it coincidence. But at any rate, I call it channel karma on here because it seems like it. So again, thank y'all so much. Appreciate it. It was a lot of fun, and we'll get better at it. So as well as again, yes, we had also had Mothy, one up in Canada, one of the bids. So again, it was a lot of fun, and I thank you guys. So we got a United States, Canada, and we were international on that. So it's again, that just makes it even cooler, right, to me. So as I'm sitting down here surrounded by cats in the swamp in South Louisiana with no gold within 300 miles of me, 200 miles of me in the state. All right, well, at any rate, thank you again, and I guess we will continue with the pursuit of gold here at the new gold epicenter of South Louisiana, where X marks the spot for. That's right. We've got us another golden package, and it gleams like the sun out here in the sun. It's and there, speaking of gleaming, there's my baby boy. How you doing, Hurricane? He's much happier out here not getting. He was getting attacked every day in there by the two females. Oh, I keep trying to zoom out. I'm zooming in, but yeah, he's it was just they just haranguing him, and I don't know why they were that. It was really pissed me off, but he's healing up and he's a lot better out here. So, but yeah, we've got like I said, a nice, beautiful golden envelope, and that comes from RJ's, and so there we go, a nice bag of RJ's. Thank you so much for the order. God bless Eric and RJ, and it's paydirt.com with gems. And we flip it over. You can see we have got, we turn to the sunny side. You can see it looks like there's a big hunk of copper showing up in there. Some blues, some greens, some purples, some peacock ore. So some other stuff, it looked like. So we did this one not the first one just a few weeks ago, actually. And but I've got so many bags and stuff that's been going out, and then of course it comes with the a little vial to put your gold in. But yeah, I think this next week coming up is going to be tear down the table and try to get it resurfaced before the 3-year mark that's coming up in May. So I have a lot of things that I want to get taken care of before that. We reach that anniversary. Thank you all so much for hanging out for that long with this on the channel, for damn sure. That is it's been quite a while, quite a ride. So all right, well, but we went through that first. It was just so beautiful. It had so much awesome stuff, and I can tell you right now that I can already see that this one's does not look nearly as impressive as that last one did. But I mean, it's still got a lot of nice stuff, and that was a very, it might have just been one of those bonus type bag. You never, pay dirt's always different, and you always get different things in different kinds of gold. Gold varies, everything else. So we might just be looking at a little like that's. Look at there, you can see first thing we've got that beautiful, nice. Let's get down into position there where we got our man out here, since our great president is under attack once again this week for a fraudulent trial, trying to prosecute him for a misdemeanor as a felony. That's a federal crime that was already past its statute of limitations, but they make a special law just to be able to attack Trump over something that no one would have ever in the rest of the world would have ever been charged for, certainly not risk to put in prison for. If, at best, they would have been paying a fine like Hillary Clinton, Obama, and any number of scumbags have done that are actually very real criminals. But no, they choose to attack our president as they've continued, as they have been, to right now, keep him in New York instead of down in Georgia, Florida, any of the states that he should be campaigning on. So what does he do? He goes out to the bodega and brings in has black people chanting, "We love you, Trump," and 4 more years. Yeah, it's kind of backfiring on these scumbags because they've been exposed for the lying, cheating, criminal scum that they are, and the people that kept voting for them over and over again for these generations are finally starting to wake up. Plus, they're realizing their black plantation libtard plantation voters are realizing that they're being replaced by illegal criminal scum. Look at that. That is a nice looking, very cool piece of copper. So yeah, see, I don't see the bromine, or yeah, bromine. Is that what the stuff was? Whatever it was that we had the grown crystal last time, but that's and we had a couple little pieces of copper in that one. But this one, we got the nice copper nugget that's really has a lot of character on it. And I've got several of them from Mike that I got in the pirate bag, and other pieces of copper, but that's definitely one of the coolest ones that I have, I would say, for sure. Again, that's the difference. Different kind within the polished stones. We had polished stones in the last one, and definitely larger. We had much larger pieces of the uh, peacock's ore here. Still beautiful stuff. Another little thing. So like I said, each one is different. There's some nice little pieces of copper. The only difference that I have to really say, since I'm doing this as a review, is that the first one came out, and when I ran it through my PayPal, it did not keep it as my, like it always has done for whatever reason. It did not keep it in as my real name. It finished it off as Bayou Gold Guy. So this bag, whenever I sent it, I just did it on my credit card as my name. So it was not the same. So I don't know if maybe having Bayou Gold Guy on it might have had a little extra something thrown in. That's why we don't do that. And for some reason, I've got to figure out why my PayPal because I've got my regular account and my PayPal account, and I thought I had it on there like that. So I don't know. But again, this one has that beautiful pyrite. We had a big chunk of that in the last one, and I think that again that is that calico pyrite where it's kind of a conglomerate. So, but like I said, you've also got this different stuff in every bag. So this one we've got these nice. Look at that big, a nice big pointy quartz. Some white quartz. But yeah, just overall, it just definitely doesn't have the same. That's a cool. I guess looks like some copper ore. It just really doesn't have the same kind of wow factor that last one did. Whenever I was, for whatever I might have just been that that big bromine crystal that they grow. That was pretty impressive. It looks like we got some more amber there. But I mean, this is still very cool stuff in here. I'm just y'all saw it. Here's what I got out of the last one. So I mean, just looking at it right off the top, like I said, it seems to be a little bit drabber, but still got a lot of cool stuff, and we're getting peridot in there. Looks like we've got maybe a little bit of jade. That could even be that might even be some emerald right there. There's my baby boy. Yeah, I can't really see in this how it. I'll see it in the editing if I leave it in or not, but it does shine up a lot more in the sun. I use Petco. I don't use PetSmart, but the girl at Petco's on medical leave or something, so they can't do him for a while. So I'm thinking I might actually have to go down to PetSmart. They're the woke. They had the gay pet crap out during the whole last year during the Dylan Mulvaney through the June National Shame Month, and of course that right down low at child levels, so the kids are the ones that are seeing it going, oh yeah, let's get that for Fluffy. I wonder, they just know it's colorful and rainbow colors. Yeah, that's all they see, and they get indoctrinated into that bullshit early. That is I'm not sure what that is. That's heavy. Is that a piece of lead? That is significantly heavier. Very, or I mean, I guess it could be a piece of pyrite. Very cool, though. That's awesome. So, like I said, there's another little piece of crystallized silver. Few pieces of that. Some more copper. So, I mean, it's still fun. You go through there and pick out, and you find sometimes the smaller. I've got a. I don't know if I still have a picture of it handy or not, but a little stone that's barely a half inch, barely even a half inch, maybe like that size almost. That looks, it's like almost that same kind of rock as that, I believe, but it looks like a whole, basically like that ocean picture stone, but it's like a landscape with the blue sky and the green and the lake, and just awesome on a little tiny a little tiny rock that you wouldn't hardly notice, except that it's had some color on it. But yeah, whenever you've got it on your name like that with the channel, it just always leaves that question when you have something like that whenever you get the next one. But yeah, like I said, whenever I've gotten stuff that I've been getting from India, or when you're getting gems or crystals from anywhere, it's always different because the supply is always changing. And like I said, I'd get some that were the size of a nice rock, like that. I was getting emeralds that were as big as that, and then the last order that just came in, they sent me a bag full of them, or not a bag full, but I mean the bag that came with them. They were all barely that size, and some of them not even that size. And I think that looks like it might be an emerald. It looks kind of like my emeralds, or either that or it's jade, but it could be some emerald. I know that first bag of this, there were some nice chunks of gold too. We found, I think, 2 different nice pieces just going through it. And I know we got I think it was 0.28 out of that one. There, it looks like we found one right there, our first piece. Very nice. Oh yeah, there we go. A nice little gold nugget. It's a picker. I can pick it up and hold it easily. And it's some very pretty gold that was in that last bag. And again, this is a $25 bag, postage included, so you can't go wrong. All right, well, I'm going to go back through this a little more and work it out, and then we'll come back and But yeah, so again, like I said, there's one like there that I was talking about. Maybe one of those kind of. Just that one just kind of has some mottled coloring in it. Still a pretty little rock. But yes, John R. Prospecting is heading up to Freedom Fest with JP and the guys. There's another one. That's cool. That's a cool looking. Looks like a candy striper. That's very cool. Can Do veteran, and I'm sure Brewers and I guess some Brewers will be up there. I think he's a regular with that, and a bunch of other people. I think there's like 40 people or something. They're going to be up there, and he was trying to get to 1,000 subscribers before he got up there. My thing is off. I'd stepped on that whenever the cat knocked it off the bed, and I've been using it for flea picking because we're battling fleas with all these little cats and the dog coming in, and I can't use the. Damn, I might have sprung it where I can't be able to use. I won't be able to use it for that anymore. But yeah, so I used the flea comb. Yeah, I put on my Vendetta headlamp that I'd won on the Prospectors Ball, and along with this pen we're using right here. That came as part of the prize package too, and my trophy. But very cool. But yeah, I put that on, and then I get my flea comb, and I'll go through Gizmo. I go through the kittens, and then when the little baby kittens that are only a week old, or yeah, they'll be a week old today when I'm doing this on Tuesday. They from Angel's batch, and the other babies are 7 weeks old from her baby's batch. right now, you go in there. I've got, when they're all together with the siblings, I'll have 15 cats on the bed and a dog with nine babies, varying ages. So, but yeah, we're trying to get John R. Prospecting to 1,000 subscribers, and I think he's right at like 8. I mean, yeah, like 780, close to 8. But yeah, that's a tough one to get 200 in a month. But he's gonna do a big giveaway once he hits. I was kidding about on the last one. He's gonna give away like 5 ounces and stuff like that. But he was gonna do a live stream giveaway on out there at the big hoopla if he could get it by then. But I think he's just going to be out there, end up gold hunting and partying with the rest of the guys and gals. And also thank you all so much for there was also the again, I've got the membership set up now for the channel where you can be joined as a channel member, and also the what they call it, super chats and super thanks. I had a super, I don't know if it was a chat or a thank you, but it was a super something from Vendetta during the during the auction. So appreciate that, brother. Y'all coming through. But yeah, it wasn't probably the optimum time to do it, but like I said, it was for the 420 giveaway, and it was on 420 we were doing it, so I wanted to do it at 420. So I think it was like I said, it was a lot of fun for me, and I hope everybody enjoyed it. It was got to see it. It was like I said, we were working on it up until we were going to shut down and start the stream separate from getting set up when we figuring out how to do it. And by the time we did, it was like 4, 413 or 415. It's like, well, hell, we're about to hit 420, so there's no and we were still trying to get it lined up. So yeah, it went right into well, okay, so yeah, without the first like 10 minutes of the video or something, or where we're still figuring out if we're even on or how to get this to do that, or kind of a behind the scenes, but it's just part of the whole damn scene. So yeah, the oh, there he's got there's his little buddy out there. That's my little feral. Even like I said, even the outside cats love him. The she's the one that's become the little tame cat. She'll come in and eat, or in the cold she'll come in, and then there's Hurricane under the chair hanging out with us. So they all get along real good out here. It's the little bitches inside that ran him ran him off. Oh, and then I guess we could do a little quick update on, it's been a couple of weeks since we saw old Chomper, and as you can see, we've got those blooms are about to be popping at the top, and the plant is continuing to grow and expand. I've dropped one fly in for him. We'll get him something else here. But I think it's just so funny that those blooms come out way above where the jaws are, so there's no chance of the pollinators to get down there and get eaten. Because, like I said, that's not good for your species if you eat the things that spread your spread your genes around, and plus pollinators are running thin around here. So yeah, but he's looking pretty healthy this year, and this pot will be full before it's over with some nice big fly traps. So very cool. But yeah, whenever I pull this out and start resurfacing this top, will be whenever I take out all this. And hit all this ground. You can see the paint flakes on here as I'll have to go through, and like I said, I was going to take out, especially where the back of the that's where all the waters run off the top. It's always carried to the back of this, not at the front. So I don't think I've ever really lost any gold, had any that I could drop out here. I did drop some, in the big nuggets, but we found all those. But it all would always rinse off the back, and that's where it would accumulate. So, but I'm thinking I'll take the first inch off of all of this, because I'm going to be expanding the slate here for now they're both under the chairs. I'm going to expand the slate here, so and redo this, and kind of probably make a 90 at the end there, and take this out a little farther past the fence even, so have a little more room, and maybe be able to put up a shelf or two along this for the sign my buddy made me. He did the red, white, and blue. He did that one for me too. But yeah, that'll be like I said, that'll be kind of a chore to get all this level back up and spread out and sand down. I got sandbags left over from the storm on the other side of this fence that I'll use for leveling and stuff. So yeah, it'll definitely look different when we're done. And I have to, like I said, go back and put this on a board, a bigger square board around it, so I can add more labels to it. I don't want to start a second board, so I'm going to try to expand this one. Mr. Minix is starting to peel there. Yeah, but yeah. So yeah, got a list of spring stuff that I'm sure I'll procrastinate on, and to the point where whatever. All right, well, let's get some water set up and see if we got some gold in here. All right, we'll give a little jet dry in there. Jet dry action. Actually, it's not jet dry. It is the rinse aid, but it's a couple bucks cheaper than I don't know why. I don't know why they want $6 a bottle for Jet Dry. You know, it's like it's just It's just like diluted soap. Give me a break. So normally, like, if you're doing this, you want to have a little more fun with it. You could classify this down. You got the see what it looks like. We don't really need to on this, but we'll take a look and see what it. So yeah, even that, the bulk of it, that's not much. That's not much difference in the classifying down. So these are all pretty small little rocks. So it works out. We still got some polish showing up there. Yeah, and if you guys did not catch the Saturday night grilling on the bayou, the for 420, Walmart had a tomahawk ribeye steak. And then regularly it was like $13.50 a pound. Mine at that's a nice piece of slate there. Mine at my grocery store started. I mean, the cheapest I've ever seen them, I think, is like $18 a pound, and usually it's $19 or $21 a pound. But it was marked down, so I had this 2 3/4 pound, nice looking, and it had the tomahawk bone, but it was not, it was just a few inches. It wasn't a big, a half a pound of bone you're paying for extra, $10 for a bone for the look, which is the main reason I've never, I'll buy a big cowboy ribeye. It's the same thing without the bone sticking out the back. But yeah, for that one, for the markdown and not to have had it, I couldn't pass it up. And man, I'll tell you, it was the best. I think the best steak I'd say I've ever had. It wasn't so much the tenderness of it, but just the flavor and the tenderness of it that really stood out. And like I said, you guys see how much steak I eat, and I've been doing that for 5 decades now, over 5 decades now. Yeah, and so when I say that was the best steak I've ever had, it's that's saying something. So I made a point not to. I mean, it was more than I would have normally would finish off anyway. It was hard not to eat the majority of it in one sitting, even when I was getting full, because it was so damn good. But I did manage to have enough out for the next night, and Gizmo got the bone. That bone was half as big as he was, and he was very happy. And it's funny when I give him a steak bone like that, if I put it in his food bowl, if I just give it to him on the floor or in the kitchen, first thing he'll want to do is carry it in there and hop up on the bed with it, like he does his chews and his rib raw hides and his toys, because that's where everything is in his bed. That's his storage place for everything. And then I have to kind of fuss him and bring him back in there and keep him in the kitchen, because then I can just clean up the floor, because it's going to be I leave enough on there for him that it'll be a little greasy too. And so now whenever I do it, he's so smart. I put it in his food bowl, and he'll start on it there, and then he gets out of the bowl and chew it on the floor. But he never carries it in the room. He leaves it in the kitchen. So yeah, he's a little sweetheart. He's a smarty. I'll have him for 1 year, April 24th, which is a couple of days. I had to go in and they make you go in and bring them a money order. Nice. There's some gold showing up there. Very nice. They need you to bring you a money order in for having your pet spay or neutered. And then once you bring it in, then they'll tell you, you know, how long it's going to be. And it's a long time, long wait. And so I took him up there with me when I talked to him. I was like, okay, well, I went up there immediately because I didn't want to. Basically, an hour's difference, and it cost me another week of waiting because somebody got the spot that they said was there. You know, in the 40 minutes between them telling me that, okay, well, I think I'm going to go up there right now. Let's wait till it was, you know, in the evening time or in the afternoon. But yeah, fuck the traffic. I'm time sensitive now because it's like an 8th grade fucking house party here now. These these cats try to hump each other. I've already separating them in the damn bathroom, and I've got a month now. I have to do that before I can get even the guys fixed. I'm gonna have to see. I mean, it's just so ridiculously high to get a veterinarian to do it compared to $10 at the. Well, last time I did it was like $70. They've come down now. Where that was years ago, but I guess 4 years ago. But look at that. Nice. Very nice pile of gold off of that first batch. And it's nice, not little flat pieces, nice little crumbly pieces there. Awesome, man. So yeah, there's a long waiting list and people that want to get their pets in to do that at that price, at that deal. And they've got a spay and pet, neutering thing that works with doctors' clinics or other veterinarians to give you discounted. You know, it might not be $10, but it might, maybe even $50 or $75 is better than $300, which is what a lot of them want or more. And so yeah, I'm in there filling out the forms for 2 cats. I go and get the money order and do that, and so Gizmo's in there with me, and every every one of them in there had to come up to front to see him. Whoever saw him first went and told the other ones, and before it was over, the lady at the front desk was already talking to him, and I wasn't even holding his leash. It was just a little 10 by 10 waiting opening area when you'd walk in, and they were behind the desk and stuff. But yeah, and the girls from the back, the one that's wearing the badge, I guess she was the the one that actually goes out and recover, the dog catcher. But it was just so funny. All of them just loved him, and if he was playing it up because he said he's the friendliest. That's what other people have said that when they see him out there when they're coming by and we're outside, and he's for that kind of dog that he's so friendly and so sweet. And it was so funny. They just loved him. And I said it so, and it was like I said, it was just the other day. So I told him, yeah, he's I've had him for 1 year this week, and I'd put the ad on the Facebook site that we have here. I put him on that, that page, and nobody ever. I reset it a couple of times, and nobody ever claimed him. And I figured if I took him up there that they would he would go quick. But by that time, after a few days, I mean, I did that video where I came the next day. I barely. Oh, there's a nice piece of that Dalmatian stone. I always like that stuff's cool. The just after having him 1 day, because I was still working up the street here doing that fence. And I come back, and he just was going crazy, bouncing off the walls and climbing up on my head, and that's how attached he got that quick, and was never left my side when I was at home. So, and then of course got along with the cats. At that time, I only had the 2, but right after he came, though, within a couple of months was when the 4 babies were born. And then he's played with them. So that's what's good. At least these kittens that they're ready. The 2 are ready to be adopted out here in another week or so. And I've got them going on solid food and just about litter box trained. The little gray one I was bottle feeding is eating solid food now and eating it more. So that's a real success story, because that would have been hard for me to take if she hadn't made it after that much time I spent holding her and trying to get her to eat and make sure that she was not going the wrong direction. But that's it. They'll be very personable. They already lay on me, so they take me as like their surrogate mom, especially the gray one, since I fed her so much. But her little sister's the same way. One climbs up and sits on my shoulder, nuzzles into my hair, and the other's always on my arm. So I'm really gonna miss them, I can tell you that. But all I have to do is I can foresee what 9 months later I'll be saying about them if I keep any of these, like the ones I already have, when I'm cussing them and trying to keep them off of each other. Like I said, I've been negligent. It's terrible. I've been negligent for not getting this done sooner. And I thought I would have moved on it sooner. I did not know that it was this cheap. The last time I'd done it a few years ago with Irwin, like I said, for the females it was like 100, and for the males it was 70. So I was going to go ahead and get the two males done at the same time, so that way they can heal together and not be playing with each other, roughing each other up when one of them's healing. Have them both incapacitated at the same time, equal ground to heal up together. But yeah, I'm sitting there last night and I'm doing I don't remember what I was doing. I guess I was doing the crypto crap, and but anyway, I was focusing on that, and I'm hearing this, and I look up, and Jessie's in the chair with her brother's shadow on top of her, I 3 feet from me, and I've already busted his ass a few times whenever he'd be trying to we go in that direction, act like that, and jumping on him, getting him off, and locking him in the bathroom, and here they were just blatant, like, you little fucking horn dog bastards. Again, some nice little chunky pieces of shiny gold from RJ's. So, all right, well, it looks like we've got everything out of that. I'm going to go back through and double check my tails, and we'll dump out our snuffer and check it out. Well, all right, I finished off looking through my tailings out here in the sun. Of course, I used my Mind Lab Pro Gold. Zoom in there. Yeah, this is the pan, the other pan that I won from Vendetta. And those were my first Mind Lab pan and my first finishing pan. First ones that were blue, of the blue pans. But yeah, whenever I'm done, instead of using my regular pans, I'll dump it all in here. And with these bigger riffles, I can pretty much rinse through all of my tailings, even with a 3-pound bag, at one time, and get to what I'm looking for at the very bottom in one sitting, very quick and easy. So there we rinsed down our gems, and we have some really nice stuff in this one. We got that's an unusual having trouble with that peacock ore today. It's got the rust in it that you don't usually see so much. And then our other several other pieces. There's one's a nice the gold and red. Usually they got some green in there. That's why I call them Mardi Gras stones, because the ones that I had from Vendetta had a lot of green in them too. And then of course, like I said, more that pyrite that just makes for some beautiful Beautiful pieces. And I'm still not sure if that where's that piece that we were looking at that was that one there, that shiny, it feels almost like a lead. Maybe it could be a chunk of aluminum. I'm just like I said, I'm a little off on what exactly, just because of the details of the character in it and the way it looks. But it's like I said, the density of it you feel, and then of course we have that awesome. Like I said before, the instead of having that the other cool crystal like that I've seen in their pay dirts before, this one has a copper nugget. So, like I said, it's like all pay dirts. They're always different. That to me, that kind of reminds me of a wood duck head with the crest and the little shorter bill there on it. Or it's a very cool piece of copper. And we had our other pieces along with that as well. We found a few. There were a few garnets. That one's kind of a rough with a little polish. There was some rounder ones that were in there. Amethyst, the crystallized silver, some very cool quartz. A very nice, that white quartz that just really stands out. Very appealing. And then our ice cube pointies. And there were we'd seen those before. There were a couple of, there's one of them. Where's the other one? There were a couple of pieces of more copper of that beautiful, just like the last one had the amber. And you can tell the amber because it floats out a lot easier than any other rock. This actually has a layer of some rock in it, some white in it. I don't know if that's rock, but very cool stuff to have. Some cool blues. I found quite a few of the I'm pretty sure those are our emeralds. That's the way my emeralds look. They had the dark and the green with them on the thing, and I think some of this that may be a jade more than an emerald. But there was another shard. I think that's a piece of a chip of ruby chip there, that kind of reddish purple. And then there is that cool striped stone that looks like candy. Again, a nice bag, for $25 postage paid. Just that in itself would be a great bag to have and go through. But that is not all we have. We had, as you saw, some very nice crumbly and chunky little pieces of gold showing up in this one. We always do it on the green pan since we're out here in the sun. Thought we'd give the Mind Lab a little love today. Yeah, and also we had along with those, the gray, the jade and the emerald, there was a good number of the little polished peridots, which are always fun to have and find. So you can see right there for just a $25 bag with no gems in it and all that cool stuff that we found. Can we get this to rinse out without knocking my gold down? It's holding pretty good up there at the top. Until I wash it down. Very, very good looking, and it's you can see from looking down on it from where I am here in the sun, really that character is really standing out on it nicely. That is some extremely beautiful gold. So yeah, $25 postage paid. So even give them the benefit of the doubt. It's $6 is the minimum I've seen on anything shipping out on the small bags. So even at $6, say $5, at $20 for the bag. So let's get this. We'll get this snuffered up, and we'll dry it up and see what we can come up with. So, all right, I think Gizmo's ready to. You ready to go in the house, big boy? He's like I said, he's been getting a little sun and hiding out on the chair. I got seeds planted everywhere for new flowers. I planted so many seeds for flowers, for peppers. I know stuff's popping. I'm not sure. And then some for my own personal vegetables. Maybe and then these may be our peppers coming up right there, because I planted some cayenne seeds. I had some peppers that have been stored just in a metal bowl with a piece of paper over them for like 3 years, and they're all dried up. And I broke one up and ate it. And it was very hot, very tasty. So I took some of the dried seeds and tried planting them. So hopefully we'll have some of those going. Whereas my other plants that are still, looked at them before a couple of weeks ago, and I'm expecting these to start having some blooms. Oh no, not expecting. There they are. They have already got. Man, the wind's kicking up today. I don't know if you can see where everybody seeing the sun. Where it's right there. Come on, damn. Oh, there they are. Blooms right there already for reapers. These are our Carolina hottest peppers in the world, the Carolina Reapers. So yeah, they are looking really good. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blooms on that plant. And these Reaper peppers, they take like 75 days. It says for the plant to allow for the peppers. So they're hot. They generate some heat over that time. And I got something else planted in there, I think. I'm pretty sure too. But so all right, yeah, we're looking forward to trying those this year. All right, we've got our material in, our pan of dried gold, and some nice, pretty little chunky pieces there. So like I said, it's got some nice character to it, and very shiny. And then we have our pan full of rocks, gems, and assorted goodies. And I do have my previous pan. I can tell you right now, just hold it. This one weighs, my first one that came to Bayou Gold Guy weighs twice as much as this pan does. And if you recall, this one was also full of the cut gemstones, as well as that awesome crystal there, and our chunks of copper and pyrite and all the stuff that's in this one. The big and I've actually taken some out of this that I put in some pay dirt bags. So yeah, this one was really overloaded by double, compared to easily double by what was in this one that came to me under my regular name. I don't know if that's, let's weigh our gold and see what our gold comes out to. Like I said, the bags are always different, but I was expecting to find at least a couple of the cut gems, like we're in that one. We had, I think, 6 plus that heart-shaped one that were faceted and assorted cuts that were very cool. And I know if I'd been watching that video I did on that review for it and saw what I got out of that bag, and I just did this one, I'd be going, well, it seems like he had better stuff in his bag. And like I say on a number of channels that I see, not a number of channels, but I have seen on channels from time to time, that's like, it sure seems like those guys got a lot better than what I saw coming out when I ordered it. So, like I said, they both of them addressed it to me, personally, my name on there. and the address. It wasn't addressed to Bayou Gold Guy, but I don't know. Let's we'll go ahead and I got some a brand new fancy battery from my scale here, so it's running full power. So we'll so there we go. Holy cow. Now see, let's I don't know if you're seeing that. 0.37 tenths of a gram on a $25 bag. Let's double check that. I did have that zeroed out with the pan on it there, right? Yeah, it'd be way a lot more than that. Yeah, zeroed out. Ah, damn it. Political call comes in every day from Washington. I block it and it calls in on a new number. So there you go, 3.37 tenths of a gram. So maybe maybe that is the difference you're going to get. I mean, we had 0.28. That's almost a full tenth of a gram more on this bag than we had on the last bag. And that's without the cut stones and without the extra gems that we had in this one. So I would say that probably might be the difference in loading up from one to the other. I don't know. And I'm not in any way saying that I think that they would. I've always assumed that these companies, especially that aren't big, they don't have the big flashy stuff going on, and the ones that have those looks that they're not what you'd call a cookie cutter type website looking stuff on them. So that's what I liked about RJ's. It looked like it was a genuine type setup. So but yeah, when you have a difference like that big of a difference from one to the other, and something's not included at all in one, and you've got a bunch of something in another, then like I said, we had some really nice pieces of copper in this one too. A lot of silver, the crystals, a lot more polished stones. This one we've got some very nice stuff, and don't get me wrong, I still think it's a good, for a $25 bag, that'd be very happy with that. But my point is, whenever you do the reviews on these, I try to be genuine, and like I said, I always order stuff through my name, and people, as a rule, I would assume, do not know where I'm from. So, but like I said, I would be happy to do one, but part of my channel is to make sure that we know what we're going to get and what we're recommending you guys to get. And again, like I said, I would not be upset with that at all. But I'd be going, well, man, he had those neat cut gems, or that I was hoping I'd get one of those heart shaped, and there's none of that in here. But you've got the extra tenth of a gram, so I guess it evens out. Maybe, like I said, no bags of paydirt are the same. So I'll be ordering another one, and like I said, I've got one of the other regular bags coming in my name, not under Bayou Gold Guy, but at this point, I don't know if they know this, the difference or not. So you have to take it as what, like I said, we assume these companies are honest unless I see otherwise. And I've never seen, I was very impressed with what we got on this and some beautiful gold. I'm very impressed with what we got on this and some beautiful gold. I'm just saying the difference and then we had that Herkimer looking diamond in this one. Very cool. We had the clear quartz. It might be the same kind of stuff as that. I don't know if that's a Herkimer, but very awesome piece of copper, though. Like I said, that's I can see that being in place of the what did I say? Yeah, that bromine crystal. All right, I ran the numbers on this beautiful gold here, and as you could probably guess from the weight, 3.38 tenths of a gram. We're pretty damn good. So I paid our gold was going for $2,296.50 on April 15th, the day I ordered this. we have a $28.06 gold value, 2806 gold value. So counting it as a $25 bag, postage paid, it is a 112% ROI. But I don't count postage, so taking off $5, making a $20 bag gives us a 140% ROI on this, which is just phenomenal. And again, some just beautiful gold. So we did really good on our last one, the 0.28. We did really good on this one, even better on this one, the 0.38. So, there you have it. RJ's is, like I said, a pretty damn good company, I would say. Like I said, we can say about our inclusions compared to the gold, except that every dirt bag is different, and we always try to point that out. So, um, you know, we're gonna do it. I will try ordering something else through somebody else, and I'll test it out that way too, and see if there's any difference. But I'm gonna, because I want to get some more of this anyway. Because like I said, even either way, both of those bags are well over worth $25 in just the gems before you start throwing in the gold value, which is way over $25. So you're not going to go wrong either way on these. I just want to be. I just don't want it to come across as being, anyone saying, like I said, oh, you got that. I was expecting to see, a lot of people would get this for their kids, and my kids were looking forward to seeing those gems or those cut stones or whatever. So just be aware, every pay dirt bag is different, every gem bag is different, and same thing. Vendetta would always have different stuff. He'd always usually have his big copper nugget. At least in all the ones that I've got 3 different nice big copper nuggets from Vendetta, along sitting there beside our S3ep Trump coin and our A3 Skywalker Sky Warrior. I'm hung up. Somebody was calling him Skywalker the other time, and I was like, A3 Sky Warrior. Rich sent me that Navy coin. So, and then our Let's Go Brandon. But yeah, Mike's bags were always different with stuff in there. So I'm very happy. As I said before, I'm going to be getting more of this, and we've got another bag coming in of the 1 pound bag of dirt. So looking forward to checking that out. So awesome. All right, third time's the charm on wrapping this up. My mic keeps going out on me. If you see me wearing this and there's no green light on it, that means it's died on me. Actually, it died in the middle. First time it was off and cut off. The second time it died on me in the middle of it. So this time I'm not even using it. We're just going with the straight phone. Cheers to you all. Thank you for another awesome bag from RJ's PayDirt and the gems. And like I said, just be aware that, as you've seen, every PayDirt is different, and that includes what you get in the gem bags and stuff like that, and everything. So again, but whenever this one had a good amount more gold in it, 140% ROI. If not including the postage, even with the postage included, 112% ROI is you're not going to beat that in anything. And on a $25 bag, again, it's just awesome stuff. They seem like they're really good people, and I haven't heard anything bad about anything from any that's come out from them. So I'm like I said, I'm real happy. We'll be getting some more of that. I've got another bag of the big one, like I said, of the 1 pound coming in. So we'll be checking that out, as well as some new stuff, and yeah, I say a thumbs up on that. So, there's my boy. Yeah, 1 year of 1 year of being here with us on April 24th. So that's cool. I don't know if I finished the story out there about having him with me at the pet shelter, but animal shelter. But yeah, the ladies had come out and were out there. I was telling them that it was almost a year ago. He almost ended up there in one of the little cages, and but I just couldn't bring myself to bring him down there whenever I kind of bonded with him, and while I was trying to find his home here, and I said, but I have a feeling he would not have been here very long. And she's like, oh no. I said, actually, I'll bet from the way y'all been acting down here that he would have never made it in the cage at all. And she kind of smiled in her eyes. I said, well, I assume you probably have regulations that keep y'all from doing that when somebody brings in a pet, but I can imagine, I can see you giving some a call and saying, somebody, hey, I need you to come down here and pick up this dog, adopt this dog for me. So, and then she was laughing, going, yeah, he would not have spent any time in a cage. So he's, like I said, he made a big impression down there with everybody, as he does about everywhere he goes. Like, he's a special little guy, especially for this kind of dog to be that as friendly and interactive and just cute. He's just damn cute. So, but yeah, I got that picture of me holding him like this from whenever I found him a year ago, and he looks all sleek. And I'm thinking, why does he look so young and thin? Or, he's not put on any weight, but yeah, it's because he didn't have all this bushiness on the sides there. He got a little mane going, so all that's trimmed. So I think we're gonna see if we can't get him a birthday trim to sleek him down, make him a handsome fellow again. Instead of looking like a ragamuffin like his old man here. So, all right. Well, once again, I can't thank y'all enough for supporting the channel. Like I said, I've got the membership going. We're going to be building on that. Like I said, it's just been a week, so I've never done this before. So I'm going to be trying to add some cool stuff to it and some unique stuff. And I don't ever have anything that's just strictly membership. It'll maybe be an early release or something, but it'll never be any of my videos. There'll probably be some stuff on there, like I said before, might be some more personal type stuff that'll be on there that'll only for membership or something. But anyway, I thank y'all so much for that. Like I said, the super chats and the super thanks and however all that stuff works, and like I said, it means a lot. So once again, Gizmo and I say thank you so much. Appreciate you watching. Bayou Gold guys saying take care of each other and peace out, my friends. Right, big boy? Next time you see him, he'll be all pretty and clean. Well, he's always clean. I give him a bath every week or 10 days, but he'll be groomed. Even trimming his nails, he's gotten where he'll raise up his leg, he'll raise up his hind leg when I do the back paws. He'll sit there and let me trim his paws without, and he doesn't like treats, so it's not like I can bribe him with treats to do anything. He only does stuff that he does because he knows I want him to do it. So, like I said, he's a smart little guy and a very good natured little pup. So I couldn't have ended up with a better guy. So thank you again. To check out my last bag of RJ's Pay Dirt, click the link here for that video.